How shall it go this time in Tavern Talk? What was our last save? No. Oh, well, we came into something. Careful, you'll step on my cape. Oh, shush. Greetings, travelers. How may I help you? Ugh. Another one of those empty babblers. I need to figure out a voice for that one. Would you prefer a different line? I can confidently say I'm all but empty. Would you prefer a different line? Let's see. Hail and well met, adventurers. Would you like to try me drinks? No, that feels wrong somehow. Could try the one where you just serve drinks quietly. I'm fresh out of that one, sorry. Thought so. You planning to try and peer into my backstory? Probably. Ugh. I'm warning you, I'm very good at ignoring non-essential NPCs. Listen here, you little shit! You're the next one I'm sending off to die. Shush you, chat. I'm giving you voice acting. Why are you ignoring me? Not ye, the innkeeper. The innkeeper is ignoring me. Not in the slightest. Don't worry too much about him. He's a tad quirky. I see. The thing on your shoulder, is it quirky too? What thing? Ah! My cape! Your cape? That's not his cape. The green fella on his shoulder is an ooze, or what's left of it. And the rest of it's on you? And the rest of it is on you? Aye, pretty tough to clean off. May I ask what happened? You just did. Maybe I can offer you two a drink in exchange for the story and your names. Yes, I love stories. Oh God, we got another anxiety one. Well then, may I have your name? No, but I shall tell it to you. You're a special boy. I'm Sir Alphonse Louis Frederick Becket du Sang. I just butchered French, didn't I? It's long for Kyle. Kyle? Kyle. Well, Kyle, what kind of drink can I offer you? Blood. Or if you're out, I would also settle for something that tastes like blood. Or looks like it. Red is my favorite color. I'll look for something with red in it. Alright, so let's make him a drink. By the way, that's why I love this game. Look at Andu, everybody. Of course his name is Kyle. Look at Andu. How could you not love Andu? He's the bestest of boys. Okay, so we gotta find something with red in it. That looks red. Let's try that one. You don't need to butcher French. It is like a lizard frog dinosaur thing. I think it's just a little tiny not dinosaur. What are they called? Dragon. I'm very smart. Oh, this might not be it. Let's see. Come on. No, that's not it. He wants something red. Let me see. Okay, we don't need to worry about that right now. Yeah, I don't need to worry about the rumors. Okay, so it's a vampire, so I need red. Ignis. Something with Ignis in it. Southern Brawler, maybe? That's what I was thinking. That might work. Yeah, you're right. That might be it. Because that's Ignis. A little bit of that. Looks like a drop of this. We might have to get rid of some. Add. So this is a nice chill game to kind of finish off the stream. A little bit more red. There we go. Let's see if he likes that. Some almost blood for you, sir. Oh, thank you very kindly. That looks delicious. It also tastes delicious, very alive. Maybe as a chaser, you could let me have a bite? Nope. Okay. And to whom may I offer the second drink? Ray, a frog strip. Nice to meet. Yeah. Skip. Just serve me something strong, something that feels durable, tough like a mountain or a cave of yore. My voice is butchering. One of those frosted lagoons looks close enough. Coming right up, so frosted lagoon. Oh, I think I know which one she's talking about. Also, I love the fact that the female dwarves have beards, because we do that in our D&D too. Like, I love when they do that stuff. It's just funny. Miko says hi, everybody. Diner Dash flashbacks. I could see that. See a little bit of this. This is a fun little chill game, like I said. Looks like you need a dash of that. This is why I love indies. Got it! Frosted Lagoon. Oh, did you get Twitch integration working? Let me find out. 1 second. They did say that it was down for the update. So let's connect. Please work, please work, please work, please work. If it still doesn't, I'll pop them another email when I'm done. Let me see. Do I need something on my Twitch to make it work, I wonder? What's this called? Tavern Talk. Curiouser and curiouser. I'm trying to see if they talk about it anywhere. No, they haven't been talking. Okay. I know it is a little bit funky. Let me try that. 1 second. Okay. All right, now let me see if I need... All right, so let me make sure it connected. Thank you guys for being patient, by the way. Tavern Talk, Tavern Talk. Is it having a problem connecting? Yeah, there we go. Okay, it connected. Okay, it is connected. I just double checked. Whoop, I did not mean to hit that shit. Oh, fuck, I have to do it again. I'm a dummy. Sorry, I'm dumb. Uh-oh. Didn't authenticate right? What the fuck? No. You authenticate right. Yeah, I can literally see you. You're authenticating. There we go. Now let's try it. If it doesn't work, like I said, I'll pop off a thing. Whatever happened to your channel? YouTube demonetized me, and I'm trying to get remonetized. I don't know what else to tell you, man. Other than videos being taken down to be re-edited, there's nothing that has been changed. Okay, let's see. Come on, you can do it. You can connect, sweetie. You can do this. Yep, no. Okay, it's still down. I will send them a message on that. That's fairly annoying. A taste of just for you. Valued customer number 2. Oh, are you hitting on the placeholder text? Let me try. God, this one's fourth Wally. I see many things, but not a liar. Tastes like a pile of rocks, just how I like it. Oh, I lost the voice I was doing for him. So, Rhea, Kyle, what about the ooze-filled story? Fine. I guess you earned it. Alright, picture me deep in the mountains of Dolmir. Man, I had the voice too and I lost it. With my trusty axe and a good drink by my side. No, it is legitimately connected. I don't know what's going on with it. There I was, minding me own business, digging for the good stuff, you know? Hit a gold vein and deemed myself the luckiest dwarf of all time. Had a real big pile of gold. Then suddenly this big ooze comes along and slip. Gone it was. This is a very boring story. Perhaps we could go looking for my cape now. It's nearly sunrise. And? The sun kills you? Oh, right. Did the ooze also eat your cape? Yes. No. Oh. God, he's dumb. Anyways, I wouldn't call myself the best warrior, but when the ooze slipped me gold, I had to do something. Chat, no. So I took me shovel and dug and hit until there was nothing left of the ooze anymore. Well, almost nothing. It's been a little cool. It's starting to get warm here. So, did you dig out your gold? Silly food, she dug out me. He just called us food. And guess what he was clinging on to? The gold? Oh yes, a big gold nugget should be enough to get me to Boruvia. Then perhaps I can even get me a dandy new cape. This man in his cape. I don't think so, Sunshine. We had a deal. We did? Please allow me to ask a question. What was the deal again? I get you to Boruvia so ye can participate in your fancy vampire banquet, and in return I get me gold. What about my cape? Where did you last see your cape? Don't even bother, it's a lost cause. We looked everywhere on our way here. Fought cursed chests, many-eyed monstrosities, eyed undead goons. And the laddie and I started to wonder, where in his life did this man put his cape? Where everyone puts their capes. Do you even know where I put me capes? Where? In a wardrobe. Oh. So you can wear it inside the wardrobe land? We have a special needs vampire, everybody. What? No. Kyle, maybe we could find someone to retrieve your cape for you? We could. Phenomenal. I could put out a quest for you, but for that, we'd need a little more information. Good luck with that. First, I'd need to know where you last saw your cape. I was getting ready to go to the annual vampire banquet hosted by Lord Strut in Boruvia. While getting dressed, I realized I couldn't find my cape. My first thought, of course I cannot find it. The cape is invisibility is playing tricks on me. It's quite moody sometimes. Which is truly unfortunate when you want to wear it at an important event. We all know how important a fancy cape is for flaunting your vampire status. Of course. Then what was the last vampire event you wore the cape to? I cannot get Rhea's voice back. I had it. I really had it for a little while. My wedding. Your wedding? When I married my sweet Evelyn, I simply had to wear my most treasured cape. To show how important she was to me. Evelyn, the vampiric Countess Evelyn residing in Morrow Castle? That would be her. Congratulations. Are you still married? Ugh, of course not. I hate her. Every inch of her body. Turns out she just wanted. Spit it out, leech. Oh. What? My cape! Ah, rats. Here we go again. My sweet Evelyn stole my cape. What now? That little, mean, vicious, beautiful beast of her, that thief of thieves, robbed me of my most precious possession. Wouldn't that be your heart? No, I had that taken out centuries ago, but my cape, I could never live without it. Oh, sweet, sweet Evelyn, how could you do this to me? I trusted her with all I had. That's rough, buddy. Perhaps, innkeeper. What's your name? That's your name, right? I mean, that's what everybody keeps calling me, is just innkeeper. Hopefully you guys are enjoying this little weird one. His busted phone for decades. Sure. Do you think there's a courageous adventurer out there brave enough to retrieve my precious cape for me? I'm afraid that my sweetest Evelyn will kill me on sight if I ever step foot in her villa again. Yes, I think we can find such an adventurer. We're setting up that search right now. So, where could a brave adventurer find Morrow Castle? Deep past the abyss of dread, at the foot of the mountain range that looks like a witch's bosom, towers the mansion of my dear Evelyn. Queen of darkness, temptress of men, flamenco champion of 1467. The right hero should be able to outsmart her and escape with their lives. But be wary, she likes to bite. And she may be invisible now. Alright, I think I've got everything I need. I'll write up a quest for you. I'm sure you'll have your cape back in no time. I hope so. That reminds me. Not another cursed monologue. I can't. Ray is just going southern, I'm sorry. Innkeeper, quickly, another drink. I don't think I can make it through another tale of woe without some artificial stamina. I need another lagoon. I'll see what I can do. So you guys enjoying this so far? Alright, so we got that. We need a little bit of this. Got it! Frosted Lagoon. It looks like a witch's bosom. Some liquid stamina for a valued customer. Let me try. You got it right again. I might even last till dayfall with this. Kyle, would you like another drink as well? No, I cannot drink now that I am consumed with the thoughts of my love's betrayal. Oh, it ails me so. Everything ails you. The whole way here you were complaining about having to walk. My bat form doesn't work like it used to. I'm out of practice and the slime weighs heavily on my shoulder. Then take it off. And my back is still itchy. By the dragons, could it be because you insisted on sunbathing? Oh, right. Innkeeper. Do you have a drink that protects me from the sun? Perchance something that would also moisturize my delicate skin. I'm afraid not. Oh. That reminds me, my aunt Mathilda used to harness the powers of the chimera saliva for sun protection. A chimera? A thing, a beast made of several animals. Got 3 heads and all, made by the dragons to god Gaia. Likes to eat people for breakfast. I'm aware, I just didn't know that its saliva could be so useful. Ah. If only I had eaten the delicate... Hold on. Let me spritz my throat. 3, 2, 1. If only I had eaten that delicate bear chimera in the Scarlet Caves, I could have asked for a simple sample of its saliva. I'm sure it would have gone over well. Actually, I might know where to find one. Really? Will you get it for me then? No. Oh.
Damn.
What? Why are you looking at me like that?
Miss Frostgrip, dearest Rhea, perhaps we can alter our deal.
He went southern too. I'm just losing voices now. Oh nay, forget it. I ain't going. With nothing on me but a shovel and ooze goop, I'd be no match for such a beast. No problem. I can make it another quest for my trusted board.
And when will it be done? Tell me when I can walk among mortals in the glistening sunlight once more.
As soon as the fearless adventurer picks it up and succeeds, especially that part.
Splendid! Did you hear that? The quest for me.
Let's leave it at 2. Say, innkeeper, while we waiting for someone to do his work for him, do ye perhaps have a room for 2? Possibly a room without sunlight. Wouldn't want Snow White to go up in flames over here. Sure thing. I've got a couple of barred up rooms. You can stay there. How much? You can pay when you leave. Grand. Seems like they gave you more personality than usual. Keep it up. Maybe you'll become a real girl one day. Listen here, you little shit. Thank you. Enjoy your stay.
You too, tasty creature.
Alright, so let's make their... I kind of like how quirky... See, this... How does this get that kind of writing right, but Veilsguard can't? Let's see. Undead request to be... No, not the snails. Chimera. That's the Banshee. Those two, I think, can go together. Let's do that one. No? Okay. Let's see. They don't want all 3 together, do they? No. Vampire wedding. Okay, let's do. You are very picky on this one. Where is the other one? No. Fuck you. What am I doing wrong? Where is... Barely I remember it. Maybe those two can go together? No. I don't know what I'm doing wrong here. I don't think the vampire. They don't go together. A sun protection. Yeah, but I thought you make that into its own quest. Because it's 2 different quests. Okay, so that one, Quirky Vampire, goes together. Okay, you want to go for a stroll in the sun. One thing that stands in his way. Okay, I think I know which way it goes. You are so fucking picky. I'm demonetized, yeah. I can't get super chats. If you want a super, you'll have to do it on my other channel, Sinfully Pure, or donate through the links in the description. I'm sorry. Thank you, though, for the offer. Hopefully I'll get remonetized soon. Sun Protection was the second quest. Save the pink one for the second quest, I mean. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Here's a Wyvern Chimera. So what if we mix them together? No, so it's not colored. It's not Medicare. I found out. They said I'm sexually gratifying. Well, that one mentions a chimera. So I thought maybe those two could go together. So I have to put them all together? So those all go together. So I was kind of right. Why is it so picky on this? I've got it right. So we picked the right one. Wait a minute. What the fuck? There we go. Got it. Alright, so it doesn't matter how you put it. Unicorn sheep. I try to cut out everything possible. And again, they don't really give you a guide on it either. So I'm kind of blindly taking down videos to re-edit. So I was right with these. Got it. Deep in the Kwang mangrove resides a Wyvern Chimera. Its scales and claws are valuable treasures to any alchemist. Its saliva even more so. As it happens, a certain vampire may be able to use the rare saliva to produce a sunscreen so effective that he could even walk in broad daylight. Is there any adventurers, or a mouse, brave enough to confront the beast, the Chimera, not the vampire, and bring back the saliva? I love that we had to say the Chimera, not the vampire. Well, right now, YouTube is currently re-looking over the channel. I've been told that, because my partnership has been amazing with helping. We just have to wait for them to make their decision. So I am removing videos and re-editing them and stuff like that, but I'm trying. After this, I gotta give a guinea pig some... So let's start another day. And that'll be the last thing we do today. I might do a Discord stream later, so if anyone needs a link to the Discord, please let me know. My shipment of infusions finally arrived this morning. I now have access to some fake crystals and frozen pine cones. Together with the fabled Phoenix chilies, I have 3 infusions now. I'll unpack them later when I have some time. I have a feeling they'll be of use soon. Oh, it's now Christmas time in the game. So, innkeeper, a drink for me and this lanky pal. It's good to see you too, Lynn. She meant to say please. Welcome back. Oh god, Fable lived, you guys. You look alive. Thank you, I am. That seems like a given. I'm just happy to see them doing well, and with a friend. We ain't friends. We're not? So you two didn't form a party? No. Oh. Then what's the drink about? They may be very annoying, but they did just help me solve a family feud of 10 years. So I did owe them some of my dishwater at the very least. Family feud? I wouldn't call it a feud, more of a miscommunication. No, it was a feud. I feel like a feud implies a certain level of hostility. I was gonna kill him. I thought that was a joke. It wasn't. Oh. Yeah, no, she's going full anxiety mode. Look at her. But no one died? No, Elfie here was able to prevent that.
It's fable.
Whatever. Does this perchance have something to do with your quest?
It does. I stopped her from killing the werewolf.
Elaborate, please. I was going to kill the werewolf. They stopped me from killing the werewolf. What's not to get? A lot?
I think she was... Oh, give me a second. I gotta sneeze. I didn't mute in time.
Sorry.
I think she's confused because the quest was to save the villagers from the werewolf. And now it sounds like I saved the werewolf from you. Which I did. Kind of.
I also remember you saying you didn't want a quest, Lynn. I didn't. Was there by chance?
They were both stealing sheep.
Was not.
Sure was.
Adventuring don't pay what it used to.
So you steal other people's sheep?
Mind your own business. How did any of this lead to a successful quest?
Well, where do I start?
How about the beginning?
Right. I was born in a half-crescent dreaming moon.
Of the quest fable.
Right. The quest. Traveling there was no trouble. I know enough.
Sorry, I'm still sick.
Traveling there was no trouble. I know enough shortcuts to travel through the Ashen Grove swiftly. I reached the borders of Trigrian right around dusk. The Ashen Grove thins out around there, and you can catch a glimpse of the wide fields and vineyards as well as one of the farms after the other. An idyllic sight, well, at least before sunset.
Do you have any trouble in the dark?
Emotionally?
Visually.
A little. I mean, I reckon I can see more than a human could, but darkness is darkness, and I'm no owl.
Thank God, you're already weird enough. Imagine the damage you'd do if you could turn your head all the way around.
Who says I can't?
What the fuck, bro? What the fuck?
Just kidding.
I knew it.
Anyway, luckily darkness doesn't affect my hearing.
Not the normal kind.
What?
Nothing. I like that our character is subtly taking jabs at her.
Okay. I heard the creaking fence and footsteps that were failing to keep quiet.
Your ears are failing at the being small.
So I snuck closer and I saw a werewolf-esque shape picking up a tiny sheep.
I was petting it.
Well, I thought she was going to eat it, so I summoned all my courage and stepped out of the shadows and I said, "Good evening, werewolf. Please put down the sheep." I didn't expect it to be entirely in their right mind, of course, but I wanted to be polite. And I thought I might confuse her, and maybe that would help calm her down.
Yes, because confusing people calms them down. It confused me, alright. Who the heck sees a werewolf, and the first thing they do is greet them?
A polite person?
Or an insane one?
It worked, didn't it?
Because I am no werewolf.
He wasn't that different. But I'm skipping ahead. To my surprise, instead of a growl, the werewolf, or not werewolf, responded with a what? So the confusion plan had worked, but I hadn't really expected that response. So I said again, "Please put down the sheep." And she asked why, and I said, well, because stealing sheep isn't very nice.
By the way, hopefully you guys like the voice I'm doing for her.
And she asked who I was.
No, I asked, who are you, a god?
I was about to introduce myself when I heard this blood-curdling howl. It sounded like someone had ripped a hole into the fabric of reality and then pierced it with a horrid yell.
Please, it was barely a bark.
and it made the blood freeze in my veins. I heard panting and heavy footsteps, and I barely dared to turn around.
Ooh, this is actually hurting my voice. You turned around immediately.
And when I did, I stared into the twisted face of a werewolf, yellow gleaming eyes.
Gleaming with the jaundice.
Sharp teeth, giant claws. He looked like he wanted to rip me He looked like he wanted to eat me right up.
He did.
But before I could beg for mercy, something rushed past me and lunged at the werewolf. When I regained my composure, Carolyn and the werewolf were on the ground, fighting tooth and nail.
And the sheep you were holding? Obviously, I set it down at that point. Good. I used it as a weapon. What do you want from me? So you went to Fable's aid? No, that ain't it. I noticed the wolf's flannel rags. They were blue, checkered, and an uneven print. Just like the kind of stuff Uncle Dragon likes to wear, the old fuck. Hey, why can't I say that? Fuck! What the fuck? Youth protection age rating system is quite harsh. Can I turn it off? Fuck. Anyway, it was dressed like Uncle Dragon, smelled like Uncle Dragon, fought like him too. I was joking when I brought it up before, you know. Haven't seen that old man in years, was scoping about it by joking. That's the only way I can talk about him these days. Because of the feud? Yes. He used to be my favorite uncle, but then he changed. Became irritable and angry, distant, fought a lot with Uncle Fedor. Cared more about the moon than he did his own family. Eventually, he just left, ran away without a word, left us and Uncle Fedor behind, worried scentless. Until we found a letter saying not to look for him and all their savings missing. Swore I was gonna kill him if I ever saw him again. Always thought he just couldn't face up to his problems. Turns out his solution was just to get those problems as far away from everyone as possible, the idiots. Did you talk to him with your fists? I tried, but Elfie stopped me. I'm glad they did. How did you figure that out?
Well, she was yelling at him. I didn't understand half of it, but I could tell she was angry and hurt. I tried to get their attention by telling them to stop, but they wouldn't listen, so I shot an arrow right next to both of their heads.
Damn!
My aim was a little shaky, so I did end up grazing Mr. Dragon's ear. But it got them to stop for long enough to start listening to me. I threatened them that if they didn't stop to talk, I would shoot them both. I would have never done it, of course. But they must have believed me, because they actually stopped and listened.
Looked mighty scary there, little pal.
Thank you. I sat them down and did my best to be an insurmountable obstacle because of them. Between them, if they wanted to fight, they would have to go through me.
That sounds rather dangerous. 'Twas. Wouldn't have stopped for them.
What?
You're the size of a stick. You think you could have stopped two angry wolves?
Oh, well, anyway. I used the opportunity to figure out what was going on. And that's how I found out about Mr. Dragon and Carolyn and the miscommunication.
Feud.
The feud, sure. Turns out that Mr. Dragon was turned. He was too ashamed to admit it. But he couldn't stop the changing and ended up hurting all the people he cared about. That's no excuse, of course.
No, it ain't. If we had known he had helped him best we could. At the very least, we would have built a sturdy shed with scratch-proof walls for the full moon.
He didn't think that would have happened, though. So he decided to fix the problem by leaving, deal with it alone, and so on. But that made it worse.
Oh, I'm gonna have to actually stop soon.
Of course, he was too embarrassed to come back, so he just focused on the whole werewolf thing and not any human things or Volkakin things, so to speak. Trying to find a cure, trying to avoid the moon, trying to find a place to sleep, stealing sheep. That's something they have in common.
The sheep?
No, the stubbornness, and the unwilling to ask for help. But the sheep too. But they had to talk about it. The silent resentment wasn't good for either of them.
And you got them to do that? The little stick is oddly persuasive, so maybe it was a good thing that we gave her the charm potion. Had us talking about it before I even realized I didn't want to. Yeah, I enjoy this game. Maybe because you did want to? It's not bad. It's better than Veilguard. Maybe. How did it go?
Fine. We'll take some time to accept his apology.
We'll have to see him change first and apologize to Uncle Fedor and the rest. But it's good to see him again. Guess a hug did feel better than a great sword in his gut. Wonderful.
Of course, there's still the problem with the whole werewolf thing.
Idiot got so obsessed with a cure, he still can barely control himself.
We helped him realize that even a cure couldn't change what he'd done. That he'd accept he's different now and learn how to live with it.
It's a low bar, it is.
Of course, it won't be easy. No change ever is. I learned that from you. But we have a group of werewolves living near our settlement. A small community that enjoys the company of our warm trees.
I bet they do.
We play charades with them a lot, and they taught us about the phases of the 7 moons and the secrets of the moon signs.
That sounds like a bunch of bull.
It's real. You're a crescent moose.
What?
We introduced Mr. Dragon to them, and they promised they would take him in and help him deal with his lichen that werewolfness.
That sounds great.
It is. It's a happy ending.
I wouldn't call it an ending rather than a beginning of something new. Hey, Abaddon.
So the end of one adventure is just going to begin of another one?
Exactly.
I like that.
Nah, fuck, I'm going to have to watch the stick. So, after your heroic therapy session, you two decided to grab a drink together? Got offered to spend the day at the settlement. But they don't serve anything strong enough for my taste. Plus, Elfie was dying to get back here. Yeah, no, they're gonna eat them. Was talking about how they need to update you on everything nonstop. Would think they live here or something.
I had to report back about the quest.
I'm glad you did. They also started crafting something with the werewolf.
Ah.
Said something about it being for you, innkeeper.
Oh, really? Yeah. It's not finished yet, but I'll let you know, I promise.
That wasn't that hard, was it?
Well...
So, a drink. What can I offer you, Lynn? So I'm going to leave it here, just because my throat's kind of hurting. But I'm glad you guys are enjoying the game.